Make sure you download the Woodward Sports app in the App Store and the Google Play Store today. Take Woodward Sports with you wherever you go and listen live on your phone or mobile device.
Good morning, everyone, and thanks for joining us on the Morning Woodward Show here on the Woodward Sports Network, also featured on The Roar on 99.1, 93.5, and 94.7 HD2. It is Fan Mock Draft Wednesday. Don't forget where to send those. You can send them to my email at Maddy@woodwardsports.com or send them to our Twitters. Adam, we got a lot of drafts to go through today. Everybody keeps sending them in.
Oh, my goodness. We got fan mock drafts at 8:45. We got Kory joining in at 8:30.
Yes, we do.
We got to talk about Lions fans demanding Kyle Hamilton at number 2 overall. Some of them saying Kyle Hamilton or riot, which is, for some reason, I don't understand at all. And at 9 o'clock, for the first time ever, I'm going to release a full mock draft for the entire first round for every team.
I love that for you.
So if I was the GM for every team, what I would do, and I'll explain why at 9 o'clock. And then we got to get into Mel Kiper, because Mel Kiper is what I call the scum of the earth. He's one of those humans that, whatever problems you have in the world or any problems that are going on in the world, you can blame them on people like Mel Kiper. His mock draft was released. We'll get to that at 9:40. So it's a jam-packed show. I'm really excited. Shout out to everybody in the chat this morning. Good morning, Tone. Good morning, Carson. Good morning, Steven. Good morning, Funky. What's up, everybody? Zach, don't worry. We have your fan mock draft. Don't worry. It'll be reviewed today. As long as none of you mother effers send me a mock draft, all safeties, we're going to have a good relationship. And Maddie, could you just tell everybody what shirt you're wearing this morning? So
Draft
they understand the theme of what we're doing. That's right. Guys, the theme of today is we're drafting cocaine for every single NFL team, including the Detroit Lions. It's going to be fun. Let's get it started, though, with the Detroit Tigers, actually.
Yes.
They played yesterday, lost to the Boston Red Sox, no surprise, 5-3. They blew a 3-0 lead. Not surprising. Boston's a better team than Detroit right now. The pitching looked good at times. The bullpen did give up the lead. Torkelson got his first hit, which was nice to see. Yeah. Welcome to a very long baseball season. It's very early on, so we'll cover most of the games. But, I don't expect to talk about the Tigers every day unless they force me to. And yesterday was the good and the bad.
Yeah.
The bats get started a little early. Pitching is good. And then it's complete silence, and they end up, I want to say, with only 5 hits.
Yeah, it was not great. It was not a great showing. But again, it's still early for the Tigers. I'm not worried about it. You're not worried about it.
And anybody that's worried about it, they go to hell. We're not tolerating anybody this morning.
Are we canceling the Tigers again?
Criticizing a 2-3 baseball team. 5 games into a 162-game schedule.
Yeah.
That is unacceptable.
Do you think they're going to win today?
You know what? I bet on them to win the first game of the series.
Strictly because Rogelio told you not to.
Yeah, well, I always put money on games. So, you know what? I'm going to put money on the Tigers to win today, yeah.
Okay.
So we're going to go with the Tigers to win today against the Red Sox. Should be fun. Last night, the Wings also played.
Also lost.
God, the Red Wings. Oh, it's not a bad thing. They lost to the Senators, who I believe have the worst record in hockey. Is that correct, Fish?
Yeah, they're bottom team in the league.
So they're one of the worst teams in the league. And the Wings lost to them, which is good. Not the end of the world if you want to talk about draft possible position, given the NHL is also a lottery. We'll see what happens down the stretch. I think everybody has seen what they want to see out of the Red Wings this year. They wanted to see the young kids step up and play. Lucas Raymond, phenomenal year. Mo Seider, the obvious choice for the Calder Trophy. It's a good year. It's a good year to be a Red Wings fan. It's a good year to be a Tigers fan. Can we also remember, speaking of the Tigers, that spring training was, 2.5 weeks, not even?
Literally.
Can we just chill?
What do you want from them?
If I see anybody else on Twitter, I'm going to make it my mission from now on. Anybody I see bad-mouthing the Tigers 5 games into the season, or complaining about the lineup, or complaining about the production, I will personally come to your house and hit you with a baseball bat. And I mean that very, very seriously. So, let's stop this Tiger stuff. Speaking of the Wings, they lost 4-1 yesterday. Wasn't a good look. I believe Bertuzzi, the only goal on the board, Sider and Raymond on the assists. Yeah, I don't know what to think of Jeff Blashill. I really don't. Igor Larionov's name has been thrown around, possibly Sergei Fedorov. Maybe it's a year too early, a year too soon for this team to be getting rid of their head coach. What I do know is Jeff Blashill is not the guy to take this team to the next step. I also don't believe this team is ready to take that next step. Pending what happens in free agency, pending what happens in the draft, pending who they call up from the minor leagues, I think next year, if you were going to give him one more year, it's essentially next year and that's it. Because I'm willing to watch this team be middle of the pack in 2023, and then in 2024 it's time to go. It's time to go win a lot of games. It's time to secure a top 6, top 5 seed in the NHL playoffs. It's time to make a run in the playoffs, possibly get out of the first round. That's your timeline, Detroit. So what I'm thinking for the Red Wings, if they want to keep him, again, I can understand it. Given right now, I don't know what the team will look like going into next year, but
Do you kind of have like Detroit Pistons feels with Dwayne Casey?
no, I think Blashill's worse.
Oh, I do too. I agree.
I think he's worse. I just think it's so difficult to take over a team, 7 years ago, 8 years ago, make the playoffs year one with an aging, dying team, go into a semi-rebuild the next year, never fully admit you're in a rebuild the third year, and you're losing a ton of games, mind you. Then Yzerman shows up, and then it's like clear commitment. Like, no, we're going into a rebuild. And you're seeing the fruits of that. If you want to call it tanking, I don't care what you want to call it. They're just a bad hockey team. Now you have Mo Sider. Now you have Lucas Raymond. Now you have some of these guys in the minor league system that are eye-catching.
Yeah.
Well, that's what you get. And Jeff Blashill's been part of that. It's been nice to only have one coach all these years who has sucked with the team. Because you know that moving forward, he won't be there. But Jesus Christ, it's bad. It's just really bad. And I'm really thinking, how in the hell is Steve Yzerman going to justify keeping him around? I really don't. And when you want to talk about the Red Wings, I see 4, I would call staple guys on the team right now. Dylan Larkin, Raymond Sider, and Verana. Those are my guys.
Verana is absolutely crushing it.
Are irreplaceable. Everyone else, maybe they have a role in the future. But, I think the Red Wings are going to have to be aggressive in free agency eventually. It doesn't have to be this offseason, but eventually they're going to have to go out and make some aggressive moves, make some aggressive trades, trade some of those young up-and-comers that are in your system at the trade deadline and make a move for a veteran presence, a guy that can get you 17, 18 goals, a guy that can play a role where, maybe he's not a goal scorer, but he's a guy that's hustling. He's a guy on the third, fourth line that is giving you, I wouldn't want to call it grind line, but, you're looking for somebody to contribute to the team overall, not just the flashy guys, right? When we talk about hockey teams, yeah, you have your Kucherovs on the Tampa Bay Lightning, but there are multiple players behind him that help him be great, that help him shine. Why? Because you're not expecting him to crash the boards and dump the puck in. Even he'll do it occasionally, but that's not his role. What the hell's going on? That's nice. Guys, I swear to God, if it's not a car alarm, it's a semi-truck just pulling up, just doing nothing here on Woodward. Woodward never ceases to amaze me.
Oh my gosh. Well, what do you make of Nedeljkovic? Do you like him?
He's
do
a
you
rookie.
not like him?
He's a rookie. Anybody that's calling for a future goalie, welcome to the club.
I like him,
Cossa,
though. I think he could be great.
Maybe.
He has some really great games. He has some really, really terrible
he's a rookie.
games.
Like, no one can make that call right now. Sebastian Cossa is probably 2-3 years away from getting called up. If you want to go add a veteran goalie, be my guest, Detroit. But Nedeljkovic next year is a guy that I think starts 40 to 50 games. Mm-hmm. And then the veteran guy comes in 24, 28 games probably. That's the move next year. Sebastian Cossa is not getting called up. We had the playing games last night. I don't know if you guys saw the Rookie of the Year, Evan Mobley. Talk about padding stats down the stretch. He was absolutely useless. down the stretch for the Cavaliers. They made it interesting, but it wasn't really because of Evan Mobley. Darius Garland, 34 points. Lauri Markkanen, 13 points. Evan Mobley, a non-existent 19. I want to say 7 of them or 8 of them came down the stretch where the game was over. Kevin Love contributed very well, but look, at the end of the day, the Cavaliers are nice. They have a future. But yeah, that's the Rookie of the Year, guys. 19 points, 7 rebounds last night, and it was the most meaningless 19 points I've ever seen in my life. He didn't even get them baskets when they needed them. They were baskets where, the game was over. I'm at 13 points right now. Let me get another 6 with under a minute and a half left. Instead of going 13-7, I'll go 19-7. Make it look real good. Not that he thinks like that, but that's my point. But the Cavs lost to the Nets. Nets will play, I want to say, the Celtics. So Kyrie Irving visiting his former team. Yep. That should be fun. And that's really what happened yesterday, guys. That's the best recap I can give you.
Pretty much it.
If you care about the Minnesota Timberwolves, you are one of few. I don't. They did win their game, to their credit.
Well, they beat the Clippers.
Yeah, who cares about the Clippers? They're a poverty franchise. Nobody cares about the Clippers. And yeah. Fish, Chelsea got screwed, in my opinion, in the Champions League yesterday.
What a game. Ooh, wait.
Tell me about
Fascinating game of football. How do you not? I mean, they I don't know how they scored 2 goals in the first half. Then they scored a third in the second, and then Real Madrid scored to make it 4-4 over 2 games. And then, I guess you can say Chelsea got fisted. But it was a great game. Real Madrid scored an extra time to win 5-4 on aggregate. And then Bayern Munich lost, which was fascinating too. Villarreal scored in the 88th minute to win that. So just a fascinating day of football. We have more today. How do you not? It's like the March Madness of football. Oh, it's incredible. How do you not?
I love it, Fish.
How do Americans not? Like, this is everything you want. Your heart goes up and down. You're constantly bouncing up and down. Because unfortunately in America,
soccer is like the 3rd, 4th, 5th sport.
And
unfortunately,
stretch.
I mean, not really. It's really grown. It's really grown. Baseball's fallen off a little bit.
But a third's a little bit of a stretch.
Maybe 3rd. Okay, maybe not.
I would even say
4th.
It's a solid 4th or 5th.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. It's overtaken or competing with baseball, I'd say. But the point is, the problem in America is they have a league where you buy in to have a team. There's no relegation system. In Europe, by 16, 17, 18, it's typically decided if you're the next up-and-coming player. Here, you're deciding if you're going to college.
Yeah, college.
And then you're spending 4 years in college. Why, I don't know. And you're already past your prime.
Yeah.
Christian Pulisic was playing for Dortmund at 19. That's why he's so good.
I mean, there's some
Me playing for the University of Michigan at 18 years old is a detriment to my soccer.
Well, there's some that go to the academy. Like the MLS teams have academies, some of them.
There's some. That's not how you become a World Cup contending team, but I'm just going to ignore soccer for the rest of the show.
USA's back in November.
I gave soccer 2 minutes, Fish. I gave it 2 minutes. That's a lot. We're going to take a quick break. When do we get back? It's time to get in some Detroit Lions talk. What to make of Lions fans demanding Kyle Hamilton. Dan Orlovsky came out with a great tweet yesterday highlighting the average salary for the top 10 players paid at their respective positions, and we'll go over that list as well as what to make of Lions fans wanting Kyle Hamilton. But before we do, Maddie, could you tell everybody at home about Guardian Alarm?
Yes, I can. Guardian Alarm has state-of-the-art technology that helps you feel safe, all with 24/7 local monitoring. Guardian Alarm also has convenient features that let you check in on your home, control lights and temperatures, detect smoke or carbon monoxide, and it'll even let you lock and unlock your doors. Call 1-800-STAY-OUT today. That's right, you heard Fish. 1-800-STAY-OUT. Guardian Alarm has been trusted for over 90 years at keeping families safe.
Stay out.
Cintron is the official energy drink of the Red Wings, proud partners of the Detroit Pistons, and exclusively served at Little Caesars Arena. If you're looking for premium ingredients, long-lasting energy, balanced hydration, essential vitamins, and great taste, Cintron is your top choice.
Hi, my diamonds. It's Crystal with an X. You want to get hot and perfect like me? Here's my super easy routine. Drink at least a gallon of water before you wake up. Attach a weight to everything in your house. Hello? Sell your car and just sprint everywhere. Scream when you exhale.
Don't follow Crystal with an X. Do your own thing at Planet Fitness with tons of equipment and free fitness training in our clean and spacious clubs. Join now for just $10 a month and cancel anytime.
Putting on a show here, and that's how you answer.
We love our sports. We just wish they'd love us back. Detroit sports for Detroit sports fans. Woodward Sports.
Welcome back. Thanks for joining us on the Morning Woodward Show here on the Woodward Sports Network.
That's it?
Yep.
All right. Guys, welcome back. Kyle Hamilton.
I was going to continue, and then what I was going to say didn't mean anything, so I just stopped.
It's all good. It's all good. You have a great shirt on, by the way.
Yes,
I do.
Can
we get a zoom in on this?
This is...
Look at this.
Draft the cocaine, baby.
This is
Draft the cocaine.
This is everything wrong with the Kyle Hamilton people. That's why these people don't have shirts.
Yes.
See, I'll give away shirts to everybody. Kyle Hamilton people.
Or they can just go to
not.
our store and buy one.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a nice guy though.
But that's the problem with your slogan, Draft the Cocaine. It's so.
What's wrong with it,
What's wrong with
Fish?
Because it's you gotta give us more about what it means. Some people's cocaine is Kyle Hamilton.
Yeah,
No, it's not.
Look, cocaine can mean whatever it wants to mean, or whatever you want it to mean, for anybody, any individual.
Okay.
My concept of cocaine is, you need an edge rusher, you need a pass rush. You've been bottom of the league since Ezekiel Ansah left the Detroit Lions.
Mm-hmm.
You've never, ever, ever taken your pass rush seriously outside of signing washed-up veterans.
Never ever.
So yeah, you're taking a pass rusher. That's the cocaine. Now, Kyle Hamilton, on the barometer of how good the cocaine is, meaning, when you snort it, how good are you feeling after? You're about right here with Kyle Hamilton. All right? You take any pass rusher, right here. Next level, high-graded stuff. I told you yesterday, I look at Maddy, she starts to look like John Travolta to me. That's the stuff I want. When I do my line of coke with an edge rusher, I want to be, very mellow the second I do it. I'm ready. I'm here. That's how I want my coke to taste. Or hit me.
Taste?
Hey.
I mean, there is an aftertaste, to be fair. Burns like hell. But anyways, guys, what to make of Lions fans demanding Kyle Hamilton and number 2 overall? Look, I'll start with this. Dan Orlovsky came out with a good tweet, and this tweet highlights the average salary for the top 10 players at their respective positions. And of course, number 1, like you'd expect, the quarterback is the highest paid position in football. And not a surprise to me, but I would say a surprise to most, is wide receiver currently is the second most valued and second most highest paid in terms of money to NFL GMs right now. Third on that list, an edge rusher. Notice I have not said a secondary player yet. I'm not done. Fourth on that list, averaging $20 million a year in the top 10, is offensive lineman. Fifth on that list, averaging $18 million a year, is defensive interior lineman. Sixth on that list, notice how I haven't said safety yet. Sixth on that list at $17.3 million is your Jalen Ramseys, is some of your better corners in the NFL that get paid. And then, of course, seventh, the seventh highest paid position in football in regards to the top 10 players by position is the safety position, making $14.4 million on average in the top 10. Meaning you're drafting a rookie, number 2 overall, to pay him almost $10 million a year, 4 off of the average for a top 10 player. For a rookie, for the next 4 years. And then you're going to pay much more than that for the 5th year option. The math makes sense there. Let me tell you why Kyle Hamilton doesn't make any sense. At number 2, I don't care where. 1, your team is not ready for Kyle Hamilton. For Kyle Hamilton to be successful, don't listen to these idiots across social media especially these Lion fanboys that will come out with reasons why Kyle Hamilton's a great pick. He's not. Let me tell you why. You don't have a pass rush. And if you can't get to the quarterback, you can't actually expect a corner or a safety to cover most of the field for 6, 7, 8 seconds. That's not going to happen. Number 2, edge rushers are more important than safeties. I'll say it again. Edge rushers are more important than safeties, especially in today's NFL. Now, I just broke down the top 3: quarterback, wide receiver, and edge. Those are the 3 that the GMs in today's league are paying for. Those are your top 3, okay? So by that understanding, it's very important I get a quarterback. It's very important I get an edge rusher. And not only is it important I get a wide receiver, but it's important I get a corner that can help slow down some of these receivers. You can't stop them, but help slow them down. That's a better way of putting it. So corners have more value in today's NFL, even though I could argue it's one of, if not the hardest position to play outside of quarterback, given they're so behind the 8 ball, given the rules that they have to play with. So here we are, Kyle Hamilton at number 2. This isn't cocaine. This is you buying some off-market product that's not going to do much for you. And again, if I tell each and every single one of you Detroit Lions fans, in 3 years, you'll be playing in an NFC championship game. Is it because you drafted a safety in the top 10 and the top 5 in those 3 years? Or is it because you invested in a pass rush? You have a very good offensive line. You eventually invest in a franchise quarterback. You invest in the wide receiver room. Your corners develop. If Okudah doesn't, you draft one. Why are the Detroit Lions playing in the NFC Championship game 3 years from now? Coaching, front office decisions, quarterback. Those are the first 3. Then, protecting the quarterback, getting to the opposing team's quarterback, dynamic wide receivers. That is why you'll be playing in an NFC title game in 3 years. The Rams went from not winning the division, barely making the playoffs, to winning the Super Bowl because they got the quarterback right. They didn't upgrade at safety. Hell, they lost their safety, and they went and got a guy out of retirement, and he did just fine with a bummed shoulder. He didn't need it. And again, that doesn't mean Kyle Hamilton is going to be a very good player in the league. He's going to be a ball hawk, I'm sure. I'm sure he may get 5, 6 interceptions. He may have a standout rookie year. That is not the reason why you'll be successful. You don't believe me? Go look at Jamal Adams. He was one of the best safeties, if not the best safety, when he walked in the league his first 3 years. I want to say in his first 4 years, he was All-Pro 2 times. Or in his first 3 years, he was All-Pro 2 times. What'd that do for the Jets? They were still picking in the lottery. Why? They didn't have the quarterback. They didn't have a roster. They didn't have wide receivers. They couldn't protect the quarterback. They didn't have a head coach. Yeah, getting to the generational safety, not going to help the Lions at all. Again, that doesn't mean Kyle Hamilton's a bad player. And that doesn't mean that he may not be the best player available at number 2. But that's not what you need. And for you to draft Kyle Hamilton and to pay him what you will be paying him for even the best all-pro production that you could get out of him, that still isn't going to translate to winning football games. Why? Because you know what the Jets need right now? They need a wide receiver. They need to protect Zach Wilson. That's what they need. They need a pass rusher. They could use a safety eventually, though. Not their most important need. You think Kyle Hamilton is going to go top 3, top 4? You're kidding yourselves. You haven't been paying enough attention to the NFL. So what I make of this is I think it's a joke. And I'm willing to hear why you want Kyle Hamilton. I'm willing to hear your reasoning. I'm willing to hear Adam, this is one of the better ball hawking prospects that's come out maybe since Ed Reed. Wow. All right. That's amazing. That is amazing. Ed Reed played with Terrell Suggs all those years, and very good defensive lines, Haloti Ngata, and those were top 15, top 10 edge rushes or pass rushes every year. Those Baltimore Ravens defenses were no joke. They had some of the best linebackers in NFL history. That doesn't mean Ed Reed isn't important. But Ed Reed is part of the puzzle. But the big block that you got to figure out that allows you to connect all the little pieces, that's the quarterback, the quarterback, the edge rusher, the offensive line, and the wide receiver. And again, the top 5 paid positions in the NFL, based on average salary at the top 10 positions: quarterback, wide receiver, edge, O-lineman, defensive tackles, in that order. You guys tell me why Kyle Hamilton makes sense. I really, really want to understand. And if you think the Jets are taking Kyle Hamilton at number 4, again, I think you're stupid. I really do, and I won't apologize for that. I actually think you're part of the stupid crowd. You know why? Because what the Jets should do is consider getting a dynamic receiver for Zach Wilson. You don't believe me? Go look at the Joe Burrow-Jamar Chase connection. You need to find that guy. Could be Garrett Wilson at number 4. Could be Garrett Wilson at 10. It could be pass rusher at 4, Garrett Wilson at 10. It could be Garrett Wilson at 4. It could be Kyle Hamilton at 10. Jets are going to get 2 very good football players. They're not taking Kyle Hamilton at number 4. What have you Detroit Lions fans always complained about? Man, we can never get to the quarterback. Man, maybe you should get guys that get after the quarterback. No, let's go get Kyle Hamilton. Man, that guy can line up as a linebacker. He can get to the quarterback. Duh. Did you know, Kory, that Kyle Hamilton can get to the quarterback, but not once in his college career he got it recorded a sack? You know why? Why would you even do it? Why? That's not his job. That's not his responsibility. That's not what he's good at. Ed Reed has 6 career sacks. You know why? Because I don't need Ed Reed blitzing the goddamn quarterback. I need him ball hawking the middle of the field and sideline to sideline, making plays for my football team. That's what Kyle Hamilton should be doing in the NFL. Not, oh, well, Kyle Hamilton can be a linebacker. He can line up in the slot. He can get to the quarterback. He can do. You don't need to take an edge rusher or linebacker. He can do it all. Swear to God, bunch of idiots. Bunch of idiots that walk among us. What's up, Kory? Good morning.
What's going on?
Guys, Kory Woods joining us this morning. We're going to take a quick break. When we get back, Kory is on board. We got to talk some Kyle Hamilton. Got to talk about the latest that's coming out of Allen Park, what the Lions are planning on doing potentially. Whew, I got some news for you too, Kory. I got some news for you. So it should be fun. But before we do, I got to tell you about Gypsy Vodka, the smoothest and best tasting vodka on the market. Visit gypsyvodka.com for Michigan's vodka. It's gluten-free, locally owned and operated up in Petoskey, Michigan. Check them out, guys. There's nothing better than supporting local. Ask for the bottle by the name of Gypsy. And as always, drink responsibly.
At Wing Snob, staying humble's not our forte. We just have better wings. We're back at it again with our crispy golden brown fries and our famous boneless wings. Juicy, tender, hormone-free chicken. Your favorite signature sauces with no bone. Just when you thought Wing Snob couldn't get any better. Order online at wingsnob.com today. Wing Snob. We just have better wings.
Fellas, let's be honest. We like things to be easy. We like simple stuff, like sports 7 days a week. We like things uncomplicated, like Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. Open 10 to 8, 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Sign in, sit down, watch your favorite team play. And before you know it, your hair will be game ready. Open 10 to 8, 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Get a shot up. This is for the win. All of Detroit's sports teams live on Woodward. All of Detroit's sports coverage lives on Woodward Sports. Driving the best in Detroit sports coverage.
Welcome back. Thanks for joining us on the Morning Woodward Show here on the Woodward Sports Network. We've got Kory Woods joining us in the studio. What's going on, Kory?
What's up? What's up?
All right, Kory. Kyle Hamilton, number 2 overall. Talk me into it if you try, or if you dare, I should say.
Why would I?
Well, thank God. I don't know. People are saying you're pro Kyle Hamilton. I was ready to throw this bottle of Gypsy vodka.
Whoever said that I'm pro Kyle Hamilton is pretty dumb. I mean,
I know.
I know people already feel I'm dumb anyway because of who I said I would take at number 2. But Kyle Hamilton
Malik
at number
Willis?
I said it, but again, I told people there are two things working here. What I would do, what I think the Lions are going to do are two totally different things. So there's that. But Kyle Hamilton at number 2, you're a safety. The Lions need a safety. But taking a safety that high at the number 2 pick, you're basically, again, anytime you take a defensive back in the top 5, you're telling me this guy's going to be a Hall of Famer.
Even if he is.
And even if he is, I still think that with their needs, their other needs moving forward, safety is not the direction you want to go right now.
I could make the argument. Actually, I don't have to make the argument. I'll just ask the question, and I think all of you should answer honestly in the chat. Would you take Jesse Bates, Antoine Winfield, Minka Fitzpatrick, one of the top safeties in the league? Or would you take, I would say, a B plus edge rusher in Max Crosby or Trey Hendrickson? You tell me. I think we all know the answer. And I already asked this question a long time ago, Kory. I don't know if I've asked you before. If I could give you a 24-year-old prime edge rusher in the NFL right now, would you trade the number 2 overall pick for him? Healthy and everything. TJ Watt, it doesn't matter who it is. One of the premier top guys. Would you do it?
Yeah.
Would you do it for a BB plus version of them?
Depends. But it depends if I get what else I get with it.
If you got 11.5 sacks a year instead of 16, 17, would you take it out of that guy?
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe.
Would you trade that number 2 overall pick for any safety in the NFL right now?
Hell no.
Yeah, that's the difference. Dan Orlovsky came out yesterday with a tweet. Top positions that are paid in the top 10 based on average salary. Okay. Quarterback number 1, obviously. Number 2, surprisingly, wide receiver, but not surprisingly, the market has blown up this offseason. I think it'll autocorrect itself in the next year or two. Edge rusher number 3, offensive lineman number 4, defensive tackle number 5. I'm not done. 6, corner, and then safety at 7. That's the guy we want to take at number 2 overall.
Do you know the last time a safety was taken in the top 5 picks?
Wasn't it the Sean Taylor?
Sean Taylor. And Sean Taylor was Sean effing Taylor.
Different league, though.
Different league, but again,
I would say Sean Taylor wouldn't work in today's NFL.
Probably not. Not with his physicality. Probably not. But I mean, you've seen the way the NFL is going. You're going to either need that quarterback that can step in and be there, maybe not start away, but be for the future, or you're going to go ahead and go with one of the dynamic edge rushers. I don't think that there's that big of a gap between the edge rushers. That's the only reason why I said that I would go with the quarterback, because I believe that Malik Willis has a high upside and that there are plenty of edge rushers that they could get within those, with between 32 and 34. But Kyle Hamilton, a safety, when, you can get a safety probably in the 3rd or 4th round, that can come in and do the job. No, you don't wait. I think Kyle Hamilton would be a wasted pick, and it would be one that Lions fans would regret probably, I'll say 2-3 years down the line, and you're going to be looking at Brad Holmes. Oh, why did Brad Holmes go ahead and take Kyle Hamilton? No.
Kory, if the Lions are playing in an NFC title game in 3 years,
it's not going to be because of a safety.
Thank you. It's going to be because the head coach is actually a really good head coach. It's going to be because they got the quarterback right. It's going to be because they upgraded at wide receiver. And it's going to be because their defense is a lot better because they have a pass rush. That's why.
If you look at the Lions last season, granted, their secondary could definitely improve. I mean, they were really just decimated by injuries. I mean, you got to go ahead and get Will Harris out of there. I mean, bringing back Tracy Walker, that was good. But their secondary wasn't the biggest issue last season. The issue was they couldn't stop the run. They couldn't get to the quarterback. It was pretty damn bad. So why would you not? I mean, again, why would you take a safety at that pick when you have to address that need? If you're unsure about your quarterback, why wouldn't you even consider taking a quarterback?
Let me ask you this then.
Other areas you need to address first.
Let me ask you this, since you're on the Malik Willis concept, okay? Would you be okay with Brad Holmes missing on Malik Willis at number 2 or missing on Kyle Hamilton at number 2?
I would be. What would I be? Would I be mad about?
Yeah.
I would be mad if he missed on Malik Willis at number 2.
Really?
Yeah, Kyle Hamilton at number 2. I believe there's going to be another safety that's going to come along at some point. If Malik Willis turns out to be that guy.
Well, when I say miss, I mean you're okay with them taking the chance. See, for me,
I'm sorry. I misspoke.
So if they miss on Malik Willis, well, they tried to get a franchise quarterback. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, I'm not
I
gonna.
mean, I'm upset. Don't get me wrong. It's a wasted pick in hindsight, but I'm not thinking hindsight right now. I'm thinking objectively.
You know what? If they missed on Malik Willis, I could live with it. I can live with it because here's the thing. Do you want to bring back Jared Goff? I'm asking the Lions fan base because they're mixed on this guy. Do you want to have to bring back Jared Goff and pay him? Let's be real. You do not want to do that. If he takes a shot, if he swings for the fences at getting his franchise QB, his guy, hey, it happens. It's the NFL.
I don't think it's the year to take a quarterback at number 2 overall. I really caution it, especially for the Lions. I think they're in a good position. They're in a position where if Jared Goff struggles this year, they're going to be picking in the top 6, top 7.
But the thing is, if they're struggling again, then we're now questioning where this rebuild is going. If they're in a position to go ahead, because I mean, people are talking about. But you can
Zach Taylor it. It's been done.
Because I'm talking about, you hear people talking about, oh, they can go trade these picks to go get Bryce Young or C.J. Stroud next year. Do you think first off, I think those guys are going to, pending health, those guys are going to go 1 and 2. You think any of those guys, any of those teams that can have a chance to draft one of those are going to take those picks from the Lions? Hell no. They're not giving that up. And again, if the Lions are in the position to draft either one of those guys, then you're questioning Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell and where this rebuild is going. Okay, 3 straight years with a top 5 pick. Where are we doing
You would be questioning Dan Campbell. You would not be questioning Brad Holmes.
But again, you would just be questioning. You'll be questioning where the regime is going.
If he's that guy, you can win in year 3 if you get the quarterback right. It's not hard. The NFL is not that hard. It's the most diverse league in terms of competition across any sport. It's basically every 3 years. If you've sucked for 3 years, you should be good by the 4th. You're supported with picks, compensation. Like, I can go down the list on why teams that suck at the bottom and stay there, they're just so dysfunctional, it's beyond me.
Yeah.
Having said that.
But again, that good. Because, like I said, there are 2 things working here. What I would do and what I think they're going to do.
Of course.
What I think they're going to do, I have a whole totally different
Well, we talk about
concept
upside,
of that.
Kory. People are talking about Aiden Hutchinson's upside as a Max Crosby, Hendrickson.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's TJ Hendrickson, isn't it? God, I'm an idiot. No, it's not. It's
Trey. You talking
Trey
Hendrickson?
Hendrickson.
You talking Trey Hendrickson about Cincinnati?
I'm on one today.
Yeah. TJ, who's making TJ one.
That's who he's being compared to, right? B plus level edge rusher. Trayvon Walker, Kayvon Thibodeau, they're being compared to some of the greatest prospects that have come out at edge. TJ Watt, JJ Watt. Oh, whoa, okay, that's a different category. Mm-hmm. So we want to talk about highest ceiling. Would you rather have the higher ceiling safety or the higher ceiling edge rusher? I'm just going to do simple stuff here. I'm not asking hard questions. So I think, to be honest with you, I'm feeling more and more confident that the Jaguars take Trayvon Walker, because if you go back and look at the history of Trent Baalke, Aldon Smith over J.J. Watt. I forget the tackle's name, but he took him over Brian Bulaga. Like, he has a history of going for the freakish athletic, unproven, non-production in the college level. That's who Baalke has a history of drafting. And that's what I think they end up doing. But Kory, I'll move off the number 2 pick and the quarterback for now.
Oh, just so we're clear, I want to put this out there. What I would do, Malik Willis, what I think the Lions are going to do, regardless of who's there, I think they're going Kayvon.
Regardless of who's there?
I think
unless it's Aiden?
I think take this back. I think if Kayvon or Trayvon are there, I think they could go, one of those 2 ways. But if Aiden Hutchinson is there, I don't think they're going to grab him. I think Kayvon's going to be the pick.
Nice.
I personally would not take Aiden Hutchinson. if I had to make that pick, he's going to be good. He's going to be good, but when you're talking about Kayvon and Trayvon, I just think those are going to be. I think they're just better athletes, higher upside at that position for me.
Well, you're not wrong in theory. No, they clearly do, but again, nobody was the way we're talking about Aiden Hutchinson right now in terms of his ceiling.
I also said this, and I said this yesterday. I think if Aiden Hutchinson did not go to Michigan, this city would not be clamoring over that pick, over him. I don't think he'll be the guy that. I don't think he'll be like, oh, you got to take him. You got to take him. That's just me.
I mean, his production this year was second only to Chase Young in the Big Ten.
Yeah.
He was the best edge rusher in college football. Will Anderson obviously is not coming out this year, so it's there's no point in even comparing the two. But Will Anderson, I believe, is a linebacker anyways. So, look, at the end of the day, people are going to plant their flags of who they think is the best prospect. The truth is, none of you know.
And the thing about this draft is, everybody's just really right now just spitballing, because when you look 1 through 10, it's not a guy in this draft where you can just sit up here and say, oh, the Lions blew it, unless they took Kyle Hamilton to number 2.
I heard Maz and Ryan talking about this yesterday.
Unless they took Kyle Hamilton to number 2.
You're lucky I didn't come in the room and punch everybody in the face. So I heard, and I think you called it out, though. You called it out. That's why I didn't come in here and start swinging.
Oh, you talking about with the Baker?
No, with the wide receiver position.
Oh, no.
Because can we just revisit last year? Jamar Chase was being compared to Calvin Johnson as a prospect. Jamar Chase, who didn't even play that year in college, he took the year off. He was being compared, let me say it a little slow. I know you guys struggle sometimes. Look, I get it. All right? Jamar Chase, last season, before the draft, was being compared to Calvin Johnson. And Lions fans were clamoring maybe he could fall to 7 because the need for quarterbacks and offensive linemen in Miami and Cincinnati. Cincinnati went with him. The rest is history. The point is, Garrett Wilson, who I think is going to be really damn good, Chris Olave, Drake London, all these very good wide receivers, Jamison Williams, none of them are the prospect Jamar Chase is.
They're good. They're not number 2.
They're not number 2. I could argue I would only take one of them at number 4 if I'm the Jets, because I need to give Zach Wilson something. That's as far as I'm willing to go. And that's, again, not because they're the prospect that Jamar Chase was or that Kyle Pitts was. It's because need. And you guys are so stubborn sometimes. You forget the NFL isn't as simple as take the best player on the board to get my favorite player. I know what I'm talking about. That's how this works. What do you need? Do the Lions need a quarterback starting day 1 in September next year? No, they do not. They have Jared Goff.
They need the edge.
What is more important to the Detroit Lions? Getting a pass rush, building the defense, maybe finding a wide receiver in the second round. If not, go with DJ Chark for the year. That's fine. But your job is to build a culture, right? That's all I hear in this town. Culture, building a culture. You got to win.
I think they definitely do need to go wide receiver in the second round. I know Jordan Reed from ESPN had pegged Christian Watson to the Lions. I think that would be a great pick. Big receiver, 4'3", great hands, above average route runner. That would be a guy that you definitely want, because, again, you only have DJ Chark for 1 year. You got Amon-Ra here. You can have Watson outside on the opposite of Chark, have Amon-Ra in the slot, still have Reynolds out there for some packages, and Khalif Raymond. I think that's a pretty solid wide receiving core, and you got weapons for Jared Goff, because, again, I will go to your point about when you talk about need day 1. They do not need a quarterback day 1. I think if you do go ahead and get that edge, that will help the Lions out more, because you got to factor this in last year with Jared Goff. Jared Goff did not have a great season, but Jared Goff also did not have an ideal start to his season. He went into training camp with Brashard Perryman, Tyrell Williams, and Quintez Cephas as his 1, his 2, his 3. Perryman did not even make the team. Tyrell Williams out the first game. Next week versus Green Bay, Quintez Cephas breaks his collarbone. So for the majority of the season, he's throwing to 4, 5, 6, bringing guys in off the street. They went ahead and got Josh Reynolds off of the waiver. So, granted, you want your quarterback to go out there and make some plays, but he doesn't have any kind of training camp. He doesn't have any familiarity with these guys. Pending health, he goes into training camp. He's able to work with these guys in the offseason. He's able to keep them, at least they're able to be moderately healthy. He will have something to work with. It's pretty much the show me, the prove it year for Jared Goff, because if he doesn't do anything this season, you got to go think about maybe.
A lot of people talk about not having a top 2, top 3 pick next year, and Bryce Young's going to go. CJ Stroud's going to go. You know what? Again, the Lions, you guys don't need to reinvent the wheel here. If you have a top pick and you can get a quarterback like you did not too long ago, 13 years ago with Matthew Stafford, you do it. If you don't, you got to be smart. You got to be like Buffalo, Kansas City, Houston. You find a Mahomes at 10, a Josh Allen at 7. You can maneuver up in the draft a year from now with the capital you have and get a quarterback. Is it the best one that's going to be regarded or revered as? Trevor Lawrence doesn't look like a franchise quarterback right now.
Right now.
And the one that does hasn't even played realistically. Trey Lance and Mac Jones. Those are the two that have worked out. Zach Wilson, we have questions. Justin Fields, we have questions. Trevor Lawrence, we have questions. Come on. Quarterback is not as simple as you draft the top 2 every year until you get the quarterback. You don't even know if they're going to work. If you knew how to draft a quarterback, everybody would have one. And last I checked, the guys that I look to when I'm when I'm looking for somebody to kind of agree with me, when I'm thinking something and I'm looking for that secondary vote of approval, I'm looking at Peter Schrager. I'm looking at Dan Orlovsky. And I'm saying, you know what? It's funny that they're not talking about Malik Willis as the best quarterback in the draft. They're talking about Matt Corral, and they're talking about possibly Desmond Ridder, because Ridder has the best pre-pro snap IQ and the most experience out of the entire class. And Matt Corral has everything that Malik Willis has: mobility, arm strength, similar accuracy, and he has quote-unquote it, right? There's no simple science for a quarterback. I don't get it at all. It's a crapshoot, Kory.
It's definitely a crapshoot.
I still think the Lions can get a quarterback next year, though. I don't think they have to rush. And again, if they take one this year, fine, sit him. I don't mind.
I will say this, though. I know that there are some people saying they could go ahead and get Desmond Ridder at number 32. No, I would honestly hate that pick. I think if you're gonna
do you believe in quarterback face?
You said what?
Do you believe in quarterback face?
No.
You don't believe that an ugly quarterback doesn't make it in the NFL and the good-looking ones typically make it?
I mean,
name me an ugly quarterback that's been successful.
Peyton.
What in the world?
Why does everybody think Peyton's ugly?
You see that forehead?
Oh my God.
I mean, that's not a bad point, to be fair.
I mean, good Lord. I mean, it's almost like Conehead.
He's not ugly.
All right, for every one Peyton Manning.
Everybody can't look like Tom Brady, though. I mean,
yeah, I don't know. I mean,
yeah.
Kyler Murray's good looking.
G.
Kyler Murray's good looking. Jimmy G, Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert. I mean,
Jared
come on.
Goff's good looking too.
Aaron Rodgers even cleans up well when he's not looking like
Jesus. He looks
and even when he's
most of the
homeless, he
time.
looks better than half the guys in the league.
Justin Herbert is my number one.
Justin will agree with you in the back. That's his guy. Look, we're going to take a break. When we get back, fan mock drafts coming up. Kory, if you want to stick around and ridicule some mock drafts, I'm down. Cool. We're going to do that from 8:49 to 9 o'clock. And then at 9 o'clock, guys, I will be releasing the first official full mock draft for the entire first round for every NFL team. Kory, it's going to be fun. I think you're going to kill me, actually.
I'm not. I mean, I'm not going to kill anybody, especially this year. It's such a weird draft. I just want this to be over with, honestly.
I'm with you on that. Well, guys, we'll see you in a little bit. But before we go, I got to tell you about where I'm betting on the Detroit Tigers today. That's on MyBookie. Bet from anywhere, anytime using MyBookie. Sign up using code Woodward, and they'll match your first deposit dollar for dollar. Sign up again using code Woodward today at MyBookie. It's very important you understand that if you suck at gambling or you have a problem, you call 1-800-270-7117.
It took exploring 50 different formulas and hosting countless taste tests, but we believe Gypsy Vodka is the smoothest vodka on the market. Don't believe us? Ask the owners.
We're Mike and Adam Kazanowski with High Five Spirits Distillery. We're in close to about 1,200 locations throughout Michigan. We wanted to create a brand that was geared more towards freedom, love, adventure, and at the end of the day, we really wanted to tell a story that inspired other people to take risk, follow their dreams, whatever that might be.
the official sticker partner of Woodward Sports. When it comes to stickers and signage, think Sticker Genius. We support this local Detroit business, and we are excited to show you our latest project, the Planet Fitness Studio from Sticker Genius. If you need custom stickers, wall graphics, window graphics, and plenty more, reach out to our friends at Sticker Genius. We at Woodward Sports couldn't be any happier with the service they provided us. They were quick, easy to deal with, and super professional. Head to stickergenius.com today.
Putting on a show here, and that's how you answer.
We love our sports. We just wish they'd love us back. Detroit sports for Detroit sports fans. Woodward Sports.
Welcome back. Thanks for joining us on the Morning Woodward Show here on the Woodward Sports Network. I just want to give a quick shout out. It is Dan Campbell's birthday today, so happy birthday, Dan Campbell.
It's a gift card.
I don't wish people happy birthday on the show, so.
Oh, damn.
You gotta earn that. Anyways. Fan mock drafts. Alex, whenever you're ready, throw them up on the board. Let's get it started. Let's see what you guys decided to send over this week. What do we got? First one, who's this from? Matthew Broder. So, Kory, Matthew trades the number 2 pick to the Giants, gets a future first. He trades a second and a future first for it. Wow, interesting. Trades back 3 spots, gets Malik Willis, selects Jalen Petrie at 32, Boye Mafe at 34, Leo Chenal at 36, Kirby Joseph at 66. So far, it's a home run except the order, in my opinion. I think Boye Mafe's got to go at 32. You got to get the 5th-year option on the edge player.
Boye is...
And I don't even think he falls to 32, to be honest. I think Kansas City's taking him.
And that's another reason why I was saying, like, hey, you may not necessarily need to just go edge number 2, because I'm telling you, I like him wherever he gets drafted.
Yeah, you can... See, the problem the Lions have is they're picking at the beginning and the end of the board. And they're not at 18 where I'm willing to experiment and listen to this. And they're at 32. 31 teams need to select before they do.
And then on top of that, I don't think there's a trade out there where they can go ahead and trade, possibly trade back. So, but I mean, Boye Mafe is going to be he's going to be a dog.
Well, I'm going to give this draft Broder, I'm going to give it an A. Love Kirby Joseph out of Illinois. Love Leo Chenal out of Wisconsin. Big fan of the Petrie move is a bit interesting. I would have gone wide receiver. I definitely would have gone wide receiver at 34. I would have swapped Boye Mafe and Petrie. Kirby Joseph.
Interestingly enough, at the Senior Bowl, I gotta still got that clip. I asked Jalen Petrie about coming to Detroit.
What did he say? He
said he would love to come here and show what he got at the secondary position. And I gotta find that clip, but I haven't. So I asked him specifically about Detroit.
Hell yeah! All right, let's get the next one on the board, Alex, when you can. All right, Drake. Oh God! All right, they trade back with Atlanta. They give up. What the hell are they giving up here? They're giving up the number 2 pick for what? All right, so the Lions receive a future first and a future second and a third. All right. I don't think Atlanta should do that because why the hell would they do that? They're in a rebuild, but okay, I'm entertaining it. They take Drake London at 8. Lewis Sign I like at 32. Chenal Love at 34. James Cook at 66 I think is a F. Actually, I agree with PFF. It's way too high. I would have taken Cameron Thomas maybe at 66 if he was available if you're looking for an edge. Pascal at 74, I don't mind. 97, I think you could have gotten James Cook. This is getting a B minus. No, it's not. It's getting a C. Average draft. The draft capital you got is unrealistic, in my opinion. I wouldn't do it if I was the Atlanta Falcons.
I don't think I don't think the Lions need to go running back in the first 4 rounds. Honestly,
I mean, if
they don't have a 4th round, I'm tripping. I have 4th round.
I mean, to be honest with you,
first 3.
That's a C draft. I think they should take James Cook at 97 if he's available.
At 97,
my opinion.
97. What's that?
Third
fifth?
end of the compensatory. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm okay with that. Fresh legs in the backfield, never a bad thing. Alex, when you can, let's get the next one. Who was that from, by the way?
Sam Ike.
Sam Ike?
Yeah.
Sam Ike, you get a C. Do better next week. Next one. Who's this from?
Theo Honey.
Theo Honey. All right. Kayvon Thibodeau at number 2 overall. Good selection. Jahan Dotson at 34. I can't hate it. He traded out of the number 32 pick. What'd you get for it? A 3rd-round pick and a 3rd-round pick? That's it? I don't like that. I don't like that. Trey McBride at 51. F. Perron Winfrey at 66. Meh. Kirby Joseph, I like. JT Woods, why are you getting JT Woods if you went and got Kirby Joseph? Who sent this again?
Theo Honey.
Theo? Theo, you get an F. This is an F. This is atrocious. That's one of the worst boards I've seen. I've seen some stuff, man.
Damn. Maybe I should send Alex.
I want to see Kory's. I want to see Kory's board.
Kory, I sent mine in as a secret.
No, I'm gonna send him the one where I think the Lions are gonna. I'm gonna send that to him right now.
I want to see Kory and Maddie's board.
Whenever
you
send
can.
Kory,
No, I didn't send one in.
Okay, can I get a fan one then?
Let me see which one I made mistake.
Wait, show him Ryan's.
Oh, show me Ryan's. Excuse me. This is from Ryan
Lentz.
If it's all safety, I'm gonna kill him.
This is.
Take it off the board. Take it off the board. All right. Just give me a second. I gotta fire Ryan. Just give me a second. Ryan Lentz.
Why don't you call it?
He's right there.
1 second. Where is he?
He's in the background.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm firing him. Just give me a second.
I only did like the first 5. I just sent it to Alex right now. What I think the Lions are gonna do, not what I would do.
I fired him.
Oh damn.
Yeah. All right. Anyways, let's get another fan mock draft on the board, and then we'll get to Kory. So what do we got? Who's this from?
Jay Smith.
Jay Smith. All right, Jay, let's see it.
Jay
you
sends
traded
one
back
in
with the
every week.
Eagles. I hate this already. All right. Jordan Davis at 16, 19, Jermaine Johnson, who I think is going to go sooner, to be honest with you. A lot of people fall in love with Jermaine Johnson. Daxton Hill at 32, I can like it. Leo Chenal, can't hate it. Petrie at 47, what is that, 48? I don't know how I feel about Jalen Petrie. I don't even think, 1, he'll be there, and 2, what the hell? Daxton Hill, again, it can be a flex safety, and so can Petrie. I don't know how I feel about this. Jay Smith, there's way too many picks. I would never trade out a number 2 just for Jordan Davis. I think it's a stupid decision. I don't like the board. What do you think, Kory? I'm going to give it a C minus.
Honestly, the one pick I like on there is Caleb.
Caleb
Ellaby out of Western Michigan.
Well, we got to wait till the fucking 7th round for you to like
that's the best pick, though.
Well, it's an F then. It's an F board, Jay. Sorry.
Don't forget though, he is the guy that you gave an A+ to.
I did give him the only A+ on the Woodward Sports Network so far. So, shout out to Jay. Can I get Kory's on the board now? Let's see what Kory put together.
I just emailed it to Alex Rich now. I didn't do the full 7.
All right, this is Kory's?
Yeah, I didn't do the full 7 though.
All right, this is what you think the Lions would do.
Yeah.
See, I'm more in line with this and what the Lions would do, except at 66. Kayvon Thibodeau, no problem at all. Desmond Ridder, again, I have no problem with you taking a quarterback at 32. If he misses, all right, no problem. Not the end of the world. You can take one next year. Jalen Petrie at 34 is interesting. Whether they play him at corner or safety, I think it's to be decided. I think they'll play him at safety, though. Brandon Smith out of Penn State. Penn State is known for producing linebackers, so it's not the worst bet. But at 66, Kory, I'm looking at Kirby Joseph, probably. But then again, you got Petrie. You know what, Kory? I'm going to just agree with PFF. I'm going to give you a B+.
Okay.
I think the only problem I have is with Brandon Smith and Romeo Dubes.
Yeah.
I think you need a receiver a little sooner. Dubes, I want to say, is 5'11". 6 foot.
He's like 6.
Yeah, I
like
think he's a solid 6. So you're not getting a deep threat wide receiver unless he's Tyreek Hill speed, which technically he isn't. But not the worst board I've seen. Sorry, guys, I'm handing out epic Fs this morning. I apologize. I'm trying not to be rude.
It's the fasting.
We got time for one more. Westfall?
I got one I really think you're going to like.
All right, well, who is it? Who's it from?
Mike Peterson.
Mike Peterson. All right, Mike, what do we got?
And say, as long as it's not from Abe.
Kyle Hamilton and Sam Howell. I'm telling you right now. I'm gonna speak for Adam. I think if they get Kyle Hamilton and Sam Howell, Adam will be on his way to Fort Field.
Well, see you later.
Adam's leaving now. Bye, Adam.
See you later.
Oh, he's gonna strangle Westfall.
Hey, if you ever put that shit on the board again, you're fine. All right. Cool. Go to break.
Oh, okay.
Go to break.
Well, do you want to tell us about Planet Fitness?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Planet Fitness, the official studio sponsor of the Woodward Sports Network. Check them out at planetfitness.com. Get your lazy, fat ass in shape. Eat a salad. Go to the gym. Michael Peterson, you are the scum of the world. Planetfitness.com. Join today. Your fitness is essential. We'll see you guys in a little bit. I'll give you my full mock draft breakdown. Kory, if you want to stick around and criticize me, be my guest.
6 dark corners, a driveway and a patio, 5 windows that could become doors. Every house has unique security challenges. Guardian Alarm has more tech, more team, and more ways to help keep them all safe. Get a professionally designed and installed security and smart home system from Guardian Alarm. Sign up today and get a free video device. Guardian Alarm. Smart, right from the start. Call 1-800-STAY-OUT.
Hi, my diamonds. It's Crystal with an X. You want to get hot and perfect like me? Here's my super easy routine. Drink at least a gallon of water before you wake up. Attach a weight to everything in your house. Hello? Sell your car and just sprint everywhere. Scream when you exhale.
Don't follow Crystal with an X. Do your own thing at Planet Fitness with tons of equipment and free fitness training in our clean and spacious clubs. Join now for just $10 a month and cancel anytime.
Life is full of hard choices. We're here to make one of life's biggest decisions as simple as possible. My name is Christina Gennari, and for over 20 years, I've helped hundreds of families buy and sell homes. We cover all of Metro Detroit and more, from large luxury homes to starter homes. We will work hard to make sure that you get the home of your dreams. So if you're in the market today or even thinking about buying or selling in the future, make the obvious choice. Christina Gennari, the obvious choice in real estate. Visit us at soldchristina.com today.
Make sure you download the Woodward Sports app in the App Store and the Google Play Store today. Take Woodward Sports with you wherever you go and listen live on your phone or mobile device.
Well, I don't know if you can tell, but I've got a nice glow about me, and that's because I went to Chili Peppers Tanning. Chili Peppers is where you'll find the cleanest salons in the D with spotless sanitized rooms and trained certified tanning professionals. Join the Pepper Club for all the best deals on unlimited tanning. They'll even beat their competitors by $5. Don't forget, of course, to pick up Australian Gold, Designer Skin, Caltan, and Swedish Beauty Lotions. Chili Peppers Tanning, it's where you'll find the hottest bulbs, the hottest deals, and the darkest tans.
All right, let's get into it. Kory, this is the first time I've ever done it on the Woodward Show. All right, here we go. The entire first round, we're going to do it alongside Alex. Alex is going to select all the picks for me. I already have them written down and how I would select for every team in the first round. So we'll get started. Alex, if you want to throw up the browser on the screen, we'll go over each pick. Number 1 overall, the Jacksonville Jaguars will select Trayvon Walker, edge rusher out of Georgia. Again, this fits Trent Baalke's I would call it his forte. It's really his history of how he drafts. He's looking for dominant, freakish, athletic players. And in this situation, I think they're going to go Trayvon Walker with no doubt. Kory, what do you think?
Not a bad pick. If they want to get an edge rusher, I would go with Trayvon first. I believe he's going to be there. I mean, he's going to be there. I mean, I'm talking about he's first. They're the first pick. He's going to be there. So if they want to go edge rusher, Trayvon, yeah. All
right, fair enough. Number 2 overall, Alex, whenever you're ready. Number 2 overall, the Detroit Lions select Aiden Hutchinson. Oh. I know. Now, again, I've been very pro Kayvon Thibodeau. I think there is something about this idea that you're building a football team and you want guys that are fitting the mold. I think an 11.5 sack a year guy is a damn good pick. So I'm thinking Aiden Hutchinson, number 2 overall for the Detroit Lions. I think it's a tough pass. Number 3 overall, we'll go to the Houston Texans. So Houston needs everything. And this is what Houston really really had me messed up because they pick at 3 and 13.
Yeah.
So at number 3, I think they take the best tackle in the draft, Evan Neal. And I don't think they should think twice. You take Evan Neal, and again, you run the card up there, and you get a franchise tackle, and you move on.
Yeah, because they're going to suck again
They're
next
going to
year.
suck this year, and you can draft a quarterback next year.
Now
Go
that's
get
a
the
team,
damn tackle.
That's a team that can play that game. Like, hey, we're going to be, we know
We're
we're
chilling.
probably going to be picked 1 or 2 next year. So yeah, I'm with that pick.
We believe in Davis Mills, right? Yeah, we believe in him. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the streets are green today. Huh. Captain Obvious here. Number 4. This is where stuff gets interesting. If I'm the New York Jets, what's the most important asset I have in the room right now in my franchise?
If he's healthy, I would say Saquon.
The Jets, not the Giants.
The Jets.
Number 4
Jets.
overall right now is where we're at.
Oh,
Zach Wilson. So I want to do everything I can. It is in my best interest to
Make sure he
surround him
succeeds.
and help him be successful. I'm going Garrett Wilson, number 4 overall, for the New York Jets in this version of the mock draft. If I'm the Jets, I'm not waiting till 10 because I think Garrett Wilson might be gone by 10. I'm looking at a team like Atlanta. I'm looking at a team possibly Seattle that would be interested in taking a young, maybe not Seattle, but a young dynamic wide receiver. The Giants have the most expensive wide receiver room, but no production at the position. So they may consider if Garrett Wilson's there. For me, Garrett Wilson's the pick for the New York Jets. And number 5 overall is where I have fun. Kayvon Thibodeau. You don't got to be the smartest people in the room here in New York. You get Kayvon Thibodeau. You take Kayvon Thibodeau, you get your edge rusher, and your 2 needs are edge rusher and tackles. And believe me, we'll get to them in a pick from now. They pick at 5 and 7. We're going to be able to take care of that tackle position. Number 6 overall, Alex, you're probably going to have to search it. Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett, recruited by Matt Rule. Again, this isn't just what I would do only, it's what I think they're going to do as well. Kenny Pickett, recruited by Matt Rule at Baylor, goes to Pitt, transfers. Matt Rule's struggling at the quarterback position. Yes, Sam Darnold is okay. But of all the quarterbacks, I could argue Kenny Pickett may be the consensus likely to start day 1. He's ready to play in the NFL. So I think Carolina goes Kenny Pickett / maybe they go all in on Matt Corral. That would be my caveat. Is I think they're going to go all in on a quarterback at 6. Could be any of the bunch. Who knows? My feeling, they go Kenny Pickett. Number 7, we go back to the Giants. The New York Giants select tackle Ikem Ekwonu, tackle out of North Carolina State. Kory, that's arguably, I would say, the 2nd best tackle in the draft. He maybe even have a higher upside than Evan Neal. Depends on who you ask around the league. Ekwonu is who I'm taking if I'm the Giants at number 7. And I am walking away very happy as a New York Giants fan. I've got my premier edge rusher, and I've drafted a premier tackle. Now, does that mean they're going to work in the NFL? None of you know that right now. But that is exactly what the Giants should do in this position. And number 8, Atlanta are another team that need a quarterback. And Kory, they kind of need everything. And if I'm Atlanta, I'm taking the best talent on the board. I'm looking at where do I need help? And Atlanta does need a pass rush. Atlanta does need secondary help. And let's not forget that Derek Stingley Jr. was the highest graded freshman in college football history at the position. I think they go Derek Stingley at number 8.
I like that.
Derek Stingley at number 8 to the Atlanta Falcons out of LSU.
I like that.
Seattle, another team that needs a quarterback. They're in a full rebuild. They will suck this year. They're in one of the hardest divisions in football. They will go 0-6 in their division this year. Book it. 6 losses already on the table. Having said that, they will take the approach I believe the Houston Texans will take, which is they're going to get a tackle. And they're going to take the best tackle available on the board in Charles Cross out of Mississippi State at number 9. Now, you could argue Malik Willis here, and I'd be okay with that. I just don't think Seattle are in a position. They couldn't protect Russell Wilson. What the hell they're going to do with Malik Willis?
No, I don't see Seattle taking a quarterback. And I don't see Malik Willis going there.
All right, so we're going to move to number 10, and this is where all you Kyle Hamilton supporters, so you can all get up and start clapping. Don't worry, he's getting drafted in the top 10. I know your feelings are hurt this morning. I know your feelings are hurt. Kyle Hamilton goes number 10 overall to the New York Jets. And for me, that makes sense for the Jets. I would have taken Stingley if he was there, but he went number 8. I was considering Ahmad Gardner to the Jets at number 10. But ultimately, Robert Saleh is going to need a guy that can make plays in the secondary. Whether it was Ahmad Gardner or Kyle Hamilton, you can have your pick. I'm going Kyle Hamilton at number 10. And then we get to the Washington Commanders, who are probably going to be sold pretty soon because their owner just can't stop effing around. Having said that, they take Devin Lloyd, the best linebacker available on the board, at number 11. I don't think they go quarterback here. I don't think they go wide receiver. Who knows if they trade Terry McLaurin? I don't know what the hell's going on in Washington anymore. But if I'm them, I'm taking Devin Lloyd. I think he's one of the best players on the board at the time. We move to Minnesota at number 12. Number 12, the Minnesota Vikings select the best corner on the board, in my opinion, Ahmad Gardner.
Sauce.
And in that moment, I take $500 out of my bank account and I put it on the Minnesota Vikings to win the NFC North. They now have their secondary shirt up. They'll have a decent pass rush. I think the defense will improve this year. And the offense will improve because they brought in Kevin O'Connell. I'm feeling good about the Minnesota Vikings this year in the North. Number 13, here we go, Houston. Remember, they took Evan Neal, number 3 overall. With Houston, they take, I believe, and this time, the best edge rusher available on the board, Jermaine Johnson. Jermaine Johnson goes number 13 overall to the Houston Texans. Again, Houston very similar to the Giants. They've gotten the tackle position shirt up, and they've gotten an edge rusher. They can look to a quarterback next year. No pressure here. Number 14, the Baltimore Ravens. I would suggest taking a wide receiver, but Trent McDuffie is on the board. And we all know about the Ravens and their defense. And boy, did they need help last year, especially in the secondary. They're going to take the kid out of Washington. I think they go Trent McDuffie, the best player technically on the board at the time, given how this draft is working out. Number 15, the Philadelphia Eagles. Very interesting. They already traded one of their picks to New Orleans. I think they take the best linebacker on the board, Kory. Philly's in an interesting position. I'm not sure what exactly they want to do. I'm not sure what to think of Nick Sirianni.
I don't even know if Philly knows what they want to do.
And to be honest with you, that's kind of where I'm at with them. But I'm taking Nakobe Dean at 15.
Ooh.
That's who I'm taking at 15. I'm going Nakobe Dean. I don't believe they're in a position to go offense this year. And you'll see why at number 18 when they pick again. So at 15, I got Nakobe Dean to the Philadelphia Eagles. And then at number 16, Kory, I struggle here, man. I have no idea what the hell New Orleans wants to do. I really don't. Go ahead and look at their roster, and I'm struggling here. They need everything. And they don't have a quarterback, man. Don't tell me these guys are their quarterbacks. They're not.
I think this is where, and I don't want to go ahead and make your pick, but I know what I would do if I were them at this position, the way your draft is building out.
If I'm the New Orleans Saints, I am drafting quarterback Malik Willis at number 16. Malik Willis, for me, is the obvious pick. I struggled because I really wanted them to draft Drake London. I think that would have been a good fit for them. But New Orleans are in a weird spot in their rebuild. You have Alvin Kamara, Michael Thomas. Is he even going to play? You need wide receiver help as well, but you kind of have some pieces. The O-line is not all that great. There's not many great offensive linemen available to you at 16. I think you take a quarterback and you try to build around him. That's my pick for New Orleans. What do you think?
Same pick I would have made.
All right. We're on the same page. Well, we'll take, you know what? I got another minute. I'll go through another few picks, actually. We'll continue. This is my favorite pick that I've made so far this entire draft. And it's at pick 17, Kory. The Los Angeles Chargers select Chris Olave, wide receiver, Ohio State. Justin Herbert, Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, Chris Olave. I swear to God, I almost nut myself this morning doing this.
Yeah. That's a hell of a pick.
Chris Olave, I think, is the play.
You get Justin Herbert another toy to play with.
Because Mike Williams is on a 1-year deal, I believe. Wasn't he re-signed on a 1-year or a 3-year?
I have to check on that. I don't know.
I'm not sure I'm not sure about the Mike Williams deal. And again, it's just Mike Williams, and Keenan Allen does have an injury history, and I think wide receiver here makes sense for Justin Herbert. Number 18, Kory, I mentioned it earlier. I think Philly's got to go defense. Andrew Booth Jr. out of Clemson. I think they take the corner. He's the best corner available on the board at the time. I don't see them going wide receiver. They went Devontae Smith last year. Yes, Drake London's on the board, but again, I just don't see it. So Philly take Andrew Booth Jr. at number 18. Kory, we're going to take a quick break. When we get back, I'll finish up picks 19 through 32. But before we go, Maddie, could you tell everybody at home about the Fulling Warehouse?
Yes, I can. The Fulling Warehouse in Hamtramck. It's the home of the original football bowling pin game called Fulling. Host your corporate party, team building event, or just come in with family and friends. There's 2 ways to play: $10 open play, or you can reserve a private lane for $120. They've got over 100 beers and a $2 mystery beer machine, as well as multiple full bars. You can bring in the food or have it delivered. Come get your full on. Check it out at thefullingwarehouse.com.
Life is full of hard choices. We're here to make one of life's biggest decisions as simple as possible. My name is Christina Gennari, and for over 20 years, I've helped hundreds of families buy and sell homes. We cover all of Metro Detroit and more, from large luxury homes to starter homes. We will work hard to make sure that you get the home of your dreams. So if you're in the market today or even thinking about buying or selling in the future, make the obvious choice. Christina Gennari, the obvious choice in real estate. Visit us at soldchristina.com today.
3 NBA championships. Detroit fans were there. 11 Stanley Cups. Detroit fans were there. 4 World Series wins. Detroit fans were there.
And that one Lions playoff win in 1991, yeah, Detroit fans were there.
Woodward Sports, where the fans are.
All right, guys, it's time to talk about some food, and the Seafood Festival is back at Big Boy. It is available at all participating locations now through April 24th. They've got a Friday night seafood buffet. Let's not forget about the fish and chips, the fish fry, popcorn shrimp, pike perch, and don't forget they're unveiling a new fish sandwich as well. Catch it while you can. Head on over to Big Boy for the Seafood Fest.
So much good food, I can't wait.
I love your fish. Never change. Guys, thank you for joining us this morning. In regards to the Chris Olave pick, I know a lot of you are saying Jordan Davis. That's fair. Again, I don't mind it. I didn't do trades. Trades would have been way too complicated. So bear with me. I do understand the Packers need a wide receiver, and if I'm the Packers, I'm looking to trade up with one of the Philly picks, probably 15. And I'm trying to get a wide receiver at 15. But regardless of the point, Keenan Allen, his deal expires, I want to say, in 2 years, 3 years. But beyond that, this is a passing league. And when you have one of the better quarterbacks in the NFL, with Chris Olave, Keenan Allen, and Mike Williams, and Austin Eckler, yeah, I'll do that. Yes, the Chargers couldn't stop the run, but I'm selfish. I like the sexy picks. Number 19, the New Orleans Saints select wide receiver Drake London.
Damn! So
they got their quarterback.
They got,
and then they back it up with a wide receiver.
Having Willis and London.
They're gonna end up with
that's a home run first round for them.
Hell yeah! I was gonna go Bernard Raymond out of Central Michigan, but I went with Drake London instead. That's the play. You get a wide receiver for that quarterback. I don't know what Michael Thomas has given me. I have Alvin Kamara. Yeah, you know what? Offensive line's not going to be the best. He's mobile enough. Give me Malik Willis and give me Drake London all day.
You're going to both have them on rookie deals. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm feeling good about it.
That's live.
Now, this is where things get beyond interesting. I already told you Kenny Pickett's off the board. Malik Willis is off the board in terms of quarterback. The Pittsburgh Steelers are picking at 20. They need a quarterback. The Pittsburgh Steelers select quarterback Matt Corral out of Ole Miss. I think.
Question.
Go ahead.
Why would you go in that? Just for Minnesota specifically? Why would you go Corral over Ritter? Just asking. No, not trying to challenge.
Well, culture fit. That's the problem. This was a toss-up.
Okay.
Because Ritter, I think, fits Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Matt Corral does everything that any of these quarterbacks can do, if not better.
Okay.
I think he's I think he's one of the most gifted quarterbacks in the class. And again, this doesn't mean that this class is full of amazing quarterbacks, but when teams need them, they take a chance on them. And to your point, I don't mind if it's Matt Corral or Desmond Ridder. So I'm not going to push back on that at all.
Okay.
At all. Number 21, the New England Patriots. They suck at drafting wide receivers in the first round. I can't believe I'm doing this, but damn it, they got to do it. He's on the board. Jameson Williams, wide receiver out of Alabama. He's on the board. You take him at 21.
So they have Williams and Devontae Parker.
Feeling good. Again, you have to support Mac Jones.
Yeah.
Not rocket science here. Number 22, again, there's a wide receiver I've named that a lot of you would like that will be off the board by the time the Lions pick at 32. Treylon Burks. He goes to Green Bay. That's what I think Green Bay does at 22. That's the pick. Even though, again, I think they should trade up to 15 and get a wide receiver sooner. That way they get the one they want. But, again, I'm not dealing with the headache of trades this morning. Treylon Burks, 22 to the Green Bay Packers.
All right. You know, got to get something for
Aaron Rodgers. You have
throw
to,
at because
or he's going to throw up a bitch fit.
Yeah.
So we'll take care of Aaron's bitch ass. Next one, Arizona Cardinals. Jahan Dotson, wide receiver, Penn State. I think they go wide receiver. Kyler Murray needs all the help he can get. I would have considered, again, Bernard Raymond, a tackle out of Central. But, again, this is a passing league. I'm taking the players that can catch the ball when I have a franchise guy. DeAndre Hopkins, you saw what happened to that offense when he went down.
Oh, it was anemic.
It was awful. So they take Jahan Dotson, number 23 overall. 24, the Dallas Cowboys make another smart pick like they have been under Stephen Jones. They take Jordan Davis. And they improve tremendously on the interior line. What do you think? Thumbs up? I like that. I like that. I get a silent thumbs up from Kory. I like that. Number 25, the Buffalo Bills. Again, very interesting. I would say they should go wide receiver. But given who's off the board, and Pickens is probably the best one available, I say they take Devontae Wyatt, interior lineman, out of Georgia. I'm getting an interior lineman. Struggled to stop the run. We saw what happened against Kansas City down the stretch.
Oh, yeah, we did.
I think Devontae Wyatt's a good pick for Buffalo. Number 26, a guy that when mock drafts first started coming out, he was a top 10 pick. I think he falls. Tyler Linderbaum, center out of Iowa, goes to Tennessee. They need a center. It's one of their needs. Tennessee's in this weird position. I'm not sure what takes them over the top. I don't think the center does, but I think it's a damn good investment on their end. So I think they go center at 26, Kory. Number 27, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tom Brady. What does he need? An offensive line. Who's available? Bernard Raymond, tackle out of Central Michigan.
That's a great pick.
That's the pick for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And now I'm going to break every Detroit Lions fan's heart. Especially you. The next three picks, I would argue the next two are going to be gut-wrenching. At number 28 overall, the Green Bay Packers select edge rusher, Boye Mafe. And the Packers are having a damn good first round. I know, Kory, I know.
I do not want to have to deal with him. F that.
Well, it's a good pick in my opinion.
It's a great pick, but I don't want to. I'm telling you right now, they get Boye Mafe, and he plays up to potential. You're gonna see Boyle or David Plow in the lineup at some point because he might take Goff head off.
All right, Kansas City, they have back-to-back picks now, 29 and 30. This is interesting. Again, there are no trades involved. I do think Kansas City ends up trading one of these picks, but I did not do any trades. So in this version, they are picking. Yes, Alan, you did miss Devin Lloyd. He went number 11 overall to the Washington Commanders. All right. Number 29, the Kansas City Chiefs select wide receiver, George Pickens out of Georgia. To replace Tyreek Hill, obviously, they're going to have to go wide receiver whether they like it or not.
Yeah.
And then at number 30, this is fun. George Karlaftis is on the board. You have players like, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm losing my mind here. You have players like Zion Johnson available to help Patrick Mahomes. You already went wide receiver. Do you want to go O-line? Do you want to go defensive side? I think there's a player that's going to fall in the draft that just tore his Achilles that is worth a shot at 30 for the Kansas City Chiefs, and that's David Ajabo.
Still got him going. You still think he's going to be first round?
I would take a chance if I have to pick back-to-back in the first round, yeah. Or I take Karlaftis.
Okay.
But in my mock, I have him going David Ajabo at number 30.
Okay. I just didn't know. You know what? I just didn't know if the injury was gonna, scare
It is.
anybody.
I think it is going to affect him. He's a not top 10. He's a top 12, top 15 pick before the injury.
Yeah.
I don't see him going into the late second round. I just don't see that. So if he doesn't go at 30, he's going at 36, 37, 38.
Okay.
Number 31, the Cincinnati Bengals. We talk about Trey Hendrickson, up and coming, pass rusher in the NFL. There's a guy that some would argue is the third, fourth best pass rusher on the board, but he's still available. George Karlaftis out of Purdue. I think that's the pick for Cincinnati. And guys, I saw all of your requests. We will go to 34. It won't be on the screen, but I'll just do it. Don't worry, I'll take care of it. Because the Lions do pick at 34. I mean, it's fair enough. So I have the Bengals selecting the edge rusher, George Karlaftis. And then at 32, Malik Willis is off the board. Matt Corral / Desmond Ridder would be off the board in theory to Pittsburgh. Kenny Pickett's off the board. Lions aren't going quarterback. What the Lions are doing is they're taking Lewis Sine, safety out of Georgia. That's the pick I have them making at 32.
That's when you take a safety.
That's when you take a safety. Hell, you take one at 34, I'd be happy. Hell, you take one at 66, I'd be happy. In this version, again, all the wide receivers are gone except Sky Moore. All of them. George Pickens is gone. Jahan Dotson's gone. Treylon Burks is gone. Jameson Williams is gone. Chris Olave's gone. Drake London. Garrett Wilson's gone. They're all gone. You're not reaching at 32 for a wide receiver. I think they take the safety. And I would argue if Boye Mafe was on the board, I would have went back-to-back edge rushers. But he isn't. And I don't expect him to be honest with you. Number 33, the Jacksonville Jaguars. What do they need? Offensive line help. Go get Zion Johnson out of Boston College. That's the pick for them.
Okay.
You got an offensive lineman, and you got a defensive lineman. If I'm Jacksonville, I walk away content, even though Trayvon Walker at 1 is, again, that's a lot of question marks, but hey, high ceiling, right? That's what you're going for. I can respect that. Number 34, Daxton Hill's on the board. Jalen Petrie's on the board. Sky Moore's on the board. Leo Chenal's on the board. A lot of players on the board. In this version, and Kory, if you could explain a little more before I make this pick, could you explain what the Lions are doing at the linebacker position where they're going to be lining up in single linebacker sets and 2 linebacker sets, I would say 70 to 80% of the time, where I don't think this is a draft maybe before. Back in December, we were talking about 2-3 linebackers, maybe. Now it seems like they just maybe get 1, maybe. What are they doing with linebacker? That's my question to you. Because I think they wait, and I don't think they go Leo Chenal at 34, even though I would.
You know what? I haven't thought about what they would do a linebacker. I thought they would go, like I said, on my draft I had Brandon Smith going in like the 3rd round.
Yep.
But I didn't think about them.
Well, you're gonna like my pick at 34.
Uh-oh.
It's a bit of a reach. But again, we talked about it earlier. The 5 highest paid positions in order: quarterback, wide receiver, edge rusher, offensive lineman, defensive tackle. You reach and go for Christian Watson. Wide receiver, North Dakota State. That's the pick.
Love it.
That's the pick. So with your first 3 picks, Detroit, in this version, you walk away with Aiden Hutchinson, Lewis Sine, and Christian Watson. That's my theory.
I think regardless of any draft they do, they got to get it. They got to get a wide receiver. I mean, what I think they would do, they get a wide receiver.
And just to review for everybody asking about David Ajabo, he went number 30 overall to the Kansas City Chiefs. God, that was... I am like long-winded after that. Holy hell. That was a lot. That was a lot. Guys, that's the draft. Trayvon Walker, Aiden Hutchinson, Evan Neal, Garrett Wilson, Kayvon Thibodeau. That's your top 5. The quarterbacks that go, Pickett at 6. We've got Malik Willis at 16. We've got Matt Corral at 20, and that's it for quarterbacks in the first round. The Lions end up snagging Lewis Sine. The Packers, I think, had a phenomenal draft.
Yeah.
Getting Treylon Burks and Boye Mafe. I thought the Saints crushed it as well. Drake London, Malik Willis. A lot of good picks here. Guys, let me know what you think. I'll post it on my social media account. So, Alex, please save that picture. And we will go to break. When we get back, we're going to discuss the cream of the crop at the quarterback position coming up in a little bit. But before we do, Maddie, could you tell everybody at home about the sports marketing agency?
Yes, I can. Our friends at SMA have been leveraging pro athletes and other notables for a decade against issues around mental health and substance use disorder. With the help of NFL alumni, Sean Jordan has been able to save lives and take a stand against these issues. Soon coming to Woodward Sports, the sports marketing agency podcast, this is the F Word series on fentanyl. If you're struggling with substance abuse or mental health, they are here to help. Go to thesportsma.com.
You asked for it, and we listened. The Seafood Festival is back at Big Boy, including a Friday night seafood buffet. Catch it while you can, available at participating locations until April 24th. Also available, the new fish sandwich. We'll see you at Big Boy.
Hi, my diamonds. It's Crystal with an X. You want to get hot and perfect like me? Here's my super easy routine. Drink at least a gallon of water before you wake up. Attach a weight to everything in your house. Sell your car and just sprint everywhere. Scream when you exhale.
Don't follow Crystal with an X. Do your own thing at Planet Fitness with tons of equipment and free fitness training in our clean and spacious clubs. Join now for just $10 a month and cancel anytime.
Make sure you download the Woodward Sports app in the App Store and the Google Play Store today. Take Woodward Sports with you wherever you go and listen live on your phone or mobile device.
Welcome back. Thanks for joining us on the Woodward Sports, the Morning Woodward. I don't even know, where are we? The Morning Woodward Show here on the Woodward Sports Network. Also featured on the Roar on 99.1, 93.5, and 94.7 HD2. You're not okay.
That was a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, that was about a half hour of me just not shutting the hell up. That was fun. Cream of the crop. Who is the best prospect coming out this year at quarterback? We've got, 8 minutes and 7 minutes to talk about it. My opinion, I think the most high ceiling quarterback would be Malik Willis, then Matt Corral, and you could flip them 1 and 2. I think the most ready quarterbacks for the NFL would be Desmond Ridder and Kenny Pickett. I think the absolute bums that would never make it in this league are Carson Strong and Sam Howell. Obviously, Sam Howell, for obvious reasons, he looks like Baker Mayfield. By the way, Tom Mazaway, I love you, man. I look at you as you're a good man. Love to have you part of the team here.
But
you're somebody that a lot of people admire. You're a good family man. You've never treated me wrong in my life.
Uh-oh.
Having said that, fuck you, Tom.
Boy.
If you ever suggest the Lions trading for Baker Mayfield
They did.
on my future kid's life, I will hunt you down and I will kill you.
It was both of them, Maz and Ryan Armani.
Armani, you too. You can get it.
No, you saw what happened when they
Unacceptable.
You saw what happened when they brought up Baker Mayfield. I damn near walked off. Well, I did walk off.
Baker Mayfield to the Detroit Lions. One of the dumbest things I've ever heard of in my life.
I've said some.
I would rather the Lions spend pick number 2 on a punter than them trade for Baker Mayfield. I swear to God.
I said that I would not trade a Fagel Red for Baker Mayfield. Keep him as far away from Detroit, Michigan as possible. You want to go ahead and rip any of my picks? I don't care. Baker Mayfield in Detroit would be a disaster. What is he gonna do? What, do AAA commercials now? Do commercials for American Coney Island? I mean, he'll be a great advertisement.
Does he even have
He'd be great in
commercials
sales
anymore?
and marketing. He has a future. But I think Baker Mayfield does have a future in football. The Michigan Panthers will be a great spot.
That's what
for
I'm
him.
saying about Russell Westbrook. I think they both should go there.
Or the fan-controlled football league. Those are great options for him.
Or the
Detroit
lingerie
Lions.
league. I don't care where.
The lingerie.
Not in Detroit,
That
please.
is the real league, by the way. He's not
Oh, I'm
wrong.
aware.
Not in Detroit. So Maz and Ryan, this is my only warning. I will kill you guys
Wow.
if you ever suggest Baker Mayfield to Detroit ever again.
You know what? Take that back. Let Baker Mayfield come to Detroit. He can play football here. He can play for Detroit, pal.
I think that's disrespectful to the Detroit pal.
Yes. I apologize.
I think that's very insulting.
I apologize to the West 7 Mile Rams. My bad. Sorry.
I wouldn't start Baker Mayfield on my middle school football team.
By the way, USFL does start this weekend, and there's like no advertising for it.
For what?
USFL starts this weekend. Where's the advertising for it? Their marketing team sucks. I should get in there and help them out.
I mean, Jeff Fisher's the coach. Sorry.
Jesus Christ, Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield, I can't get it out of my head now. I'm just angry.
By the way,
I don't want to be angry. I don't want to be angry. I don't
Remember
wanna be
when you said it was good to wake up angry?
Yeah, but this is too much. I don't want to be angry.
Baker Mayfield is like a less drama-filled Johnny Manziel.
Yeah.
He just
But barely
he doesn't
less
drink as
drama-filled.
much and do cocaine. That's it. That's the only difference.
Or maybe he does.
They both suck. Baker Mayfield. Guys, oh my God. Don't get angry. Don't get angry. Deep breaths, right?
Do you need to hold my hands?
Oh, hold on. I got to address this. Look.
Uh-oh.
I am not going to sit up here and say that Jared Goff is this great quarterback. I think he's good. I don't think he's great. But the people in this chat that are saying they would take Baker Mayfield
There's a lot of
over Jared Goff, I'm sorry. I know Michigan has allowed recreational marijuana, but it's not that much dope good in Michigan to be smoking something that early and say something that ridiculous. Jared Goff is at least a competent quarterback.
Guys, can I ask you a question? If Baker Mayfield couldn't figure it out with Odell Beckham Jr., Jarvis Landry, David Njoku, the best running back tandem in the NFL, a top 7 offensive line in the NFL. Kevin Stefanski's his head coach, a brilliant offensive mind. How's he going to figure it out with Dan Campbell, who's unproven, Ben Johnson, who I love but is unproven, an offensive line that is very good, a tight end that can stay healthy, a backfield that can stay healthy, and a wide receiving core that has question marks outside of Amon-Ra St. Brown? You tell me. Shut the fuck up.
I would start Anita Baker before Baker Mayfield. At least she'll give me the best that she got.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
Baker Mayfield, my ass.
Baker Mayfield.
Guys, see, I'm trying not to swear.
That's
like,
a
I'm
nightmare.
trying. I'm improving. I had a good week so far. I wasn't swearing as much.
You had a good start.
I had a good start to the week, and now Maz and Ryan ruined it for me. And now I'm going to get another email talking about how bad I am. Here we go. What is this guy doing? What do you...
Are they on a date?
Just have a casual conversation. That's fine. All right. What are you
I
guys
wish we
talking
could
about?
see them.
So what are you up to this morning? I think I'm going to work. How about you? I don't know.
Hey,
my
pull
husband...
Ryan Armani and tap on that glass.
My
Scare the
husband
hell out
doesn't
of
know
me.
I'm
Yes, do it. Tap on the
that
glass.
Pull Ryan Armani. Please, I dare you. Tap on that glass.
I'm
I'll do
observing.
it.
Just give me a minute. Oh, wait, they can't even
They
see it in
can't
the
see
shot.
it. I know.
Never mind. I thought they could see it in the shot. Don't worry about it.
Tell them to move that way a
Tap
little
on
bit.
the glass.
Can you guys move this way?
Tap on the glass.
Look at this guy. Him and his...
Oh, there they are.
Oh, they're
Tap
wearing
on the glass.
masks.
Tap on the glass.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, they are.
All right. White people. Can't stand white people. Some of the stuff they say
Adam, I
and do,
really
man.
wanted you to tap on that glass.
I've said it worse, guys. Relax. It's not that big of a deal.
Yes, you
Anyways,
have.
we gotta take a quick break. When we get back, Mel Kiper came out with his mock draft, and guess who he has the Lions taking number 2 overall? If you thought Jeff Okudah wasn't good enough at 3, wait till you find out who he takes at number 2. Oh my God! But before I do, you guys are complimenting the hair on this show. I'll tell you where the hair gets cut at Lady Jane's every single day. Every day of the week, they are open 7 days a week. I don't even know what's going on right now, to be honest. Everything's out of order. Walk in anytime, relax, and watch your favorite team play. And before you know it, your hair will be game ready. Get to Lady Jane's, open 10 to 8, 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Lady Jane's. It's wicked awesome.
Everything that we've hoped for, finally.
He's going deep, right side. Oh, that is Edwards out there. He goes up in the air at the goal line.
Hey, it's Brandon Edwards here, wanting to welcome the sports marketing agency to Woodward Sports Network, to the family. Glad to have you guys. For the last decade, the sports marketing agency has literally leveraged athletes around issues such as mental health and substance abuse.
You don't
to go to the beach, man. You don't have to get your butt crack full of sand. You just need a little chili peppers, man, to get that glowing beach chili peppers tan. Woo!
With 26 locations in the Metro Detroit area and more coming, Chili Peppers Tanning is where you'll find the cleanest salons in the D. Join the Pepper Club for the best deals on unlimited tanning. Head to chilipepperstanning.com.
You just need a little chili peppers, man.
Get a shot up. This is for the win. All of Detroit's sports teams live on Woodward. All of Detroit's sports coverage lives on Woodward Sports. Driving the best in Detroit sports coverage.
Sticker Genius is the official sticker partner of Woodward Sports. When it comes to stickers and signage, think Sticker Genius. I did it yesterday. I did it Monday. Alex, put the camera on Maddie. Please look at the work that Sticker Genius did for the Woodward Sports Studio, the Planet Fitness, and Woodward Sports Studio Wrap Design. Check them out at stickergenius.com and tell them Woodward Sports sent you. Whew. All right, Mel Kiper. Mel Kiper is one of those guys that if I saw on the street, I would go to jail for like 3 to 5 years.
Wait. Inhale.
Oh, sorry.
Exhale.
Mel Kiper came out with a mock draft this morning, or I believe last night, one of the two.
Last night.
And he has Ahmad Sauce Gardner going number 2 overall to the Detroit Lions. And at this point, I am pretty angry. I'm trying not to swear. What I want to call Mel Kiper can't be aired on the radio or social media. Mel Kiper is one of those guys that just wants to see Detroit be horrible for all of eternity, and people like him should be eliminated. And if I was president or dictator of this country, I would eliminate him.
What if he's right?
I mean, we're talking about the same guy who said that when the Lions drafted Mike Williams, we will be seeing this guy at a Hall of Fame induction. And the only way Mike Williams is going to be doing Hall of Fame at anywhere near a Hall of Fame is he's doing a DoorDash delivery.
This is the same guy that said he would retire if Jimmy Clausen
Shout out
wasn't
to
a Hall of Famer.
DFS docket for that one.
Yeah. This is the same guy that said if Jimmy Clausen wasn't a Hall of Famer, he would retire. Well, he's still doing his job, huh? Sauce Gardner, number 2 overall. Are you serious? You serious? Why? I don't want to be angry, but I am. I'm an angry person. I have a problem. I know. All right? I wake up angry.
We're working on it.
I'm working on it. But it's people like Mel Kiper that every time I take a step forward in rehabbing, I take 3 steps back because of people like this. Mel Kiper. He said Lewis signed at 32, so I could at least respect that. But Sauce Gardner at number 2 overall, I don't care how good he is. You don't take Patrick Surtain Jr. number 2 overall last year. You just don't. You don't take Michael Parsons number 2 overall last year. You just don't.
I'll tell you this much. I know that I've made it clear that I'm not that big of an Aiden Hutchinson guy, but you take Sauce Gardner at number 2, this city would erupt.
Are you talking like actual eruption, like bombs going off?
I'm thinking that you would see mutiny within the Lions. People, it would be like they would be calling for heads on pikes.
I would call for heads immediately. Sauce Gardner at 2. That's
an insult to anybody who watches football.
That's an insult to everything that they've worked towards and that they've built. And it's an insult to the fan base, and it's an insult to football, the game of football. Let me say it one more time. Maybe Mel Kiper. I'll say it a little slow for you. You scumbag. Quarterback, wide receiver, defensive lineman at the edge position, offensive lineman, defensive tackle. The 5 highest paid positions. Those are the top 5. And what do? You select a corner at 2. Why? Because you, Mel Kiper, fish, get ready.
Okay.
You, Mel, are a motherfucker, is what you are. And I'm trying not to swear. I'm trying to be better. But it's people like this that just need to be eliminated, honestly. Like, you want to talk about all the problems in the world? Poverty, war, crime? It's people like Mel Kiper. That's why.
I mean, you still got to see what you have with Jeff Okudah. Hopefully he comes back healthy. The Lions already took a cornerback at number 3 with him, so you got to see what's going on with that. Amani Royer, he did well last year, led the team in interceptions. Ifeatu, he showed a lot of promise. You brought in Mike Hughes. You have something to work with in that secondary this upcoming season. You do need a safety, but taking Sauce Gardner at number 2 would be one of the dumbest moves. Don't want to say it's a worse pick because the guy is going to be able to play. But for the Lions,
if he's all pro his first 5 years.
Even if he's all pro his first 5 years, like you said, the Lions still need an edge rusher. So, or they need a quarterback for the future. You going with cornerback again?
I wish I was doing the morning show a few years ago when Justin Herbert was coming out of college, because I said the Lions need to look past Matthew Stafford because they were entering a rebuild. It was obvious as hell. The team needed help, and what they do, they doubled down on old veteran free agents, and they took a corner that set their franchise back 5 years. And if they take Ahmad Gardner, they will set their franchise back another 3 to 5 years, in my opinion.
And I'm not doing the whole revisionist history thing. I was never a Tua guy, and here's why I was not a Tua guy. I was never a Tua guy as far as the draft because of the hip and that injury. I'm sorry.
What's funny? Me and you had the same opinion. I thought he was the most accurate quarterback coming out. I thought he was fantastic outside of, obviously, Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to be a good quarterback in the NFL. I didn't think he was going to be special, but the hip is very concerning. You torque your hip on every throw. You fall on your hip when you get sacked on every hit. That was a big concern for me. And Justin Herbert, I thought, had an elite arm. I thought he could develop into a more deadly quarterback down the field, more than Tua ever could, and it's obviously proven to be true. Yeah, you don't need revisionist history sometimes to just say, you know what? At the end of the day, the Lions had the number 3 overall pick. The Fords put them on the spot. They were always going to go defense because they let Slay go, and I thought that was a move that set them back 5 years. If they would have just drafted Justin Herbert, sat him for a year, got rid of Stafford on the same timeline, you're walking into last season with a rookie wide receiver. You probably go out in free agency the year prior and actually get a wide receiver instead of leaving Jared Goff out for scraps. I don't know, guys. I really don't. I don't know what to tell you. Maybe you make the trade with Carolina and you end up taking a wide receiver instead of making the trade with Los Angeles. Who knows where it goes?
Who knows?
I'm just saying, you don't tell me.
I was always with the mindset of drafting Herbert and sitting him for a year because
that's what he was. He was a development prospect at the time, and it just so happened that it took a trainer shanking Tyrod Taylor for Anthony Lynn to realize, holy crap, we didn't even think he was this good. Come on.
Even then, right there, that was another reason why I was out on Lynn real quick. Tyrod Taylor, good guy. Herbert, I thought Herbert was going to be, when you're talking about for the Chargers, I thought he was a day one starter there. I wouldn't have went with Tyrod. Tyrod would have been a great backup, but with you going in the direction you're going with that franchise, why not just go ahead and put Herbert out there first? For the Lions, I felt that the Stafford thing had run its course. Not saying that he's a bad quarterback. It's just that
it wasn't working in Detroit.
It just, again, you're going on 12 years of the same thing not working. Let's just go ahead and part ways. Now you're going into your rebuild with your quarterback of the future already there, knows the city, knows, I don't want to say the system, but he knows the expectations. But they didn't, and here we are.
Yeah, this is why, if I'm a dictator, Mel Kiper, Matt Patricia, Bob Quinn, they're up there. They're up there. But we got to go to break. I got to stop threatening people before I get arrested. Maddie, could you tell everybody at home about Cintron, please?
Yes, I can. Cintron is the official energy drink of the Red Wings and proud partners with the Detroit Pistons, exclusively served at Little Caesars Arena. If you're looking for premium ingredients, long-lasting energy, balanced hydration, essential vitamins, and of course, great taste, Cintron is your top choice. Buy online at CintronWorld.com with promo code RedWings10. Drink it, live it with Cintron.
Hi, I'm Kay Cunningham. Working with Hall Financial to purchase my first home was easier than I could have ever imagined. They treated me like family from start to finish. Find out for yourself at callhallfirst.com.
3 NBA championships. Detroit fans were there. 11 Stanley Cups. Detroit fans were there. 4 World Series wins. Detroit fans were there. And that one
one Lions playoff win in 1991? Yeah, Detroit fans were there.
Woodward Sports, where the fans are.
Well, everyone in this room is hungry, and I'm going to make you a little bit more hungry. Gotta get your wing on at Wing Snob. They've got fresh, juicy, hormone-free chicken. Wing Snob has the best traditional wings. Try out their signature sauces, Jamaican jerk, or lemon pepper. Their wings are tossed to perfection in any sauce that you may choose. When the wings are this good, you're allowed to be a snob. Order online now at wingsnob.com. Wing Snob, we just have better wings. All right, everybody, it is mailbag time.
Get your questions in the chat.
Get your questions in the chat. Be
before I
better than
come after
yesterday. What'd you say?
I said get your questions in the chat before I come after you. Yeah. How was the Wings game, Tammy? I don't know. I'm not Tammy.
You're having a great game.
assuming
Or
he's
you're having a
asking
great
Tammy.
day, aren't you, Adam?
Huh?
You're having a great day,
Oh,
aren't
I'm
you?
having a rough start to the day. I'm angry, tired, fasting, kicked my ass yesterday. I was up till about 3:30, 4 o'clock.
Ooh, did you
hydrating.
watch any good games last night?
No, I don't watch anything in Australia. We don't need to talk about Australia.
Good action last night. You missed
Adam,
some
what
good
was
games.
your best 40 time, and did you ever get into fights in school? Maddie ranked the best looking guys who play hockey, baseball, football, basketball. You want to start?
You
or
want me to rank all of them?
We'll just do your top one for every sport.
For every sport? Oh, jeez. Top one?
Yeah. The best looking guy in hockey is?
I can't even answer that right now.
All right. Best looking guy in football?
I can't answer that. Justin Herbert.
There you go. Best looking guy in baseball?
Ooh. You know what? I've been this. I don't even know. I can't even say it.
All
Never
right.
mind.
Basketball.
I can't do it. I'm not doing this.
All right.
Russell Westbrook.
Well, I'll
No,
answer.
he wouldn't be- he wouldn't be it for me.
I'll answer his. My 40 time in high school, I want to say was like 4.78, 4.8, something along those lines.
Pretty
back in high
good.
school. That's average. I wasn't that fast. Let's see. And did you ever get into fights in school? I only got into what 3 fights in school, I think.
I got into fights.
All were not my fault, by the way.
All were my fault.
Yeah, well, you're an asshole, so can't help you. Let's see. How many home runs will Torque have this year? My hope is that he gets at least 20. 20 is the benchmark. If he gets 20 and 72 this year, I'm feeling good about his rookie year. Obviously, I'd like more, but again, he's a rookie. I'm not going to freak out about it. Maddie, how do you keep calm working with Adam? It's a good question.
I mean, you're not hard to work with, so I don't know.
Interesting. Adam, what do you have against Petrie as a safety? Nothing. I have no problem with that at all. But if you have to pick between him, Brisker, and Sign, have at it. I wouldn't hate it. Adam, thoughts on the rumors that Phil will return to golf at the U.S. Open, and he apparently applied to play in along with Tiger. Yeah, Phil messed up, honestly. And to be honest, if I'm the
Big
PGA, I
time.
don't even welcome him back. Like,
Oh, wow.
get that Saudi league out of here. Like, I'm so tired of oil money and all this stuff getting into sports. Like, just leave sports the way it is, please.
Speaking of Phil Mickelson, did you hear the fantastic, the whole drama with Augusta National? Because originally there were reports saying that they disinvited him. Well, Augusta National came out and said they did not disinvite him.
How about this? Trade for Baker Mayfield or repeat the year 2020?
Thanks for acknowledging
Give me
my
2020.
question, by the way.
All day, every day.
Give me COVID for the rest of my life. Diagnose me with COVID for the rest of my life. I'd rather be sick from now till I die than the Detroit Lions trading for Baker Mayfield.
That might get you canceled.
Did I make my point?
Yeah, it might get you canceled, though.
Why?
Because if people had a family member that had bad things from COVID,
Well, I
they
didn't
might
say
try to
COVID
cancel
was
you.
fake. I said
know
let
that.
me be sick for the rest of my life.
Yeah, people might cancel you for that because they're soft. I don't know.
They're soft, a bunch of soft bitches. They can't cancel anything. Tell them they can kiss my ass, Fish. That's what they can
I
do.
will tell them, but they'll probably cancel you anyway.
Tell them to kiss my ass.
Okay.
Bunch of bitches. Anyways, what else we got? Adam, I need you to send me a draft cocaine shirt. Mitch, shut the hell up and go get one.
Wow.
It's online.
Wow.
What's wrong with you?
Kind of mean.
I love you. All right.
Why
what do
does
you guys...
everyone like just freaking have... Is that the same people?
Yeah. Are you like gonna ask her
Tap
out on
on
a
the
date?
glass. I'll do it if you don't
Look,
do
he's
it.
got those weird jeans on.
Tap
where
on
his
the
ankles
glass.
show.
I don't like that.
Like he's
Tap
some
on the
woman.
glass.
What's up with guys dressing like women these days? Look at this. Look, and he's doing the little toe tap shit.
Fish,
No, you're not,
don't
Fish.
do that.
Go in the booth before I kill you. All right, anyways. Let's see. Adam saw in the article that the Pistons are a landing spot for Westbrook. Yeah, people will just do anything for attention. If the Pistons ever got Russell Westbrook, I would kill myself. What do you guys think? Who do you guys think will lead the rookies in sacks this year from the edge position? Interesting. I'm going to go. I'm going to say the player that will lead all rookies in sacks. I would argue Boye Mafe, because he's going to a good defense in Green Bay. And I would argue if Trayvon Walker let's just say my mock draft is how it worked out, and Trayvon went number 1, I don't think he would finish with the most sacks. If Aiden goes 2, I think he could be up there. Thibodeau at 5 to New York, I think could be up there. I'd say it's a toss-up between Hutchinson, Thibodeau, and Boye Mafe. Mafe's going into a great situation. Very good secondary in Green Bay. So,
Mafe is a whistle to whistle. That guy is just a problem. He's just nasty. Just go look at his tape. He's pretty violent. I think he'll definitely lead in sacks. I would have, depending on where his head is at and all that, whether there's any truth to the rumors or not. There's no truth to the rumors, I should say. I would go Thibodeau after him.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. Samuel says, what should I do the next time Ryan or Maz suggests something so dumb, like the Baker Mayfield trade? Well, Samuel, you DM me on Twitter, you get my attention, and you tell me, and I will come into this studio with a baseball bat, and I will take out Ryan Armani and Tom Mazaway on a live broadcast.
Wow.
No remorse.
That's deep.
Yeah.
Kid's going to cry? It's your dad's fault, not mine. Shouldn't have wanted Baker Mayfield. Not my problem.
What if it actually happens?
Missed most of the show. What's going on with Terry? Terry has a family emergency, unfortunately, that he's dealing with. We really don't have any updates right now. We're trying to respect him and his family's privacy. Ideally, we get something, an update maybe in the next 7-10 days. But right now, we're not forcing anything with Terry. Terry is welcome back, obviously, anytime. But we are going to give him his privacy. We're going to look to figure out what we're going to do in the future as a show, and we'll go from there, guys. So please send Terry some good messages on Twitter, and keep him in your thoughts and prayers. What else we got? Let's see what other questions are in here. Matt Corral or Desmond Ridder at 32? Kory, I'll let you answer that. Matt Corral or Desmond Ridder at 32?
What I would do or what the Lions are going to do?
What you would do? I would say the Lions go Ridder.
I'm thinking Ridder.
Adam, what would you do if the Lions drafted Sam Howell? I would go to Metro Detroit Airport and make sure he never made it to Allen Park.
You know what? I don't want to be this guy, but I'm going to say it. At the Senior Bowl, Sam Howell's disposition to me was horrible.
His what?
Disposition.
Interesting.
It was body language. It was just like
whatever.
It was just like
it wasn't somebody that was trying to
like Kenny Pickett. You heard him talk. You heard him answer reporters. You know, he was a guy that felt like he was energetic to be there, happy. Malik Willis answer questions greatly, happy to be there. Sam Howell just, to me, it just didn't. I didn't get that vibe from him. Like, I'm happy to be a part of this process. I didn't get the vibe from him like a guy that was just really enthused. It just seemed like it was just like
not a leader, not a natural born communicator or leader. Sounds like Baker Mayfield to me. I'll pass.
I got Baker vibes from him. Just off of what I've seen. Again, all that matters is how the guy will play on the field. But just me watching him walking around the whole area of the Senior Bowl, it was just kind of like a guy that was just like, I'm here. Whatever.
I'm okay with that. Boye Mafe said in an interview that he may or may have not banged holes into the wall with his head as a kid.
So did I. Is there a problem with that?
Well, does this mean that he has pre-installed CTE and it'll affect his time in the league?
That's a comment that
people
someone
are
said.
Savages in the chat, man.
People are nutty.
Does Adam's thick coat of chest hair keep him warm in the winter? Yes, it absolutely does.
Jesse, I love high noons. I love them.
Of course you do. You're an alcoholic.
Damn.
Somebody, I mean, this is an honest show. There's no lies that are ever told here.
Wow.
This is an honest show. When I tell you I'll kill
I
somebody,
couldn't
mean
even
it.
keep a straight face for that one.
Yeah.
Well, look, you are an alcoholic, and we're gonna help you get through it. All right. Just
Yeah.
like I'm an angry person, I admit it. All right?
And I'm helping you with your anger.
Yep. All right. What's this question? I can't.
We gotta go. The show's over.
Oh, is it 10 o'clock?
Yeah. I mean,
all right, guys. I'm out
you're
here.
not 30. Sorry. Oh, great.
Have a great. What's today? Wednesday.
Yeah.
Hump day.
Happy Wednesday.
Happy hump day.
Thank you to Kory.
Is what he meant to say.
Fish, go after yourself. Shout
I'll be
out to
back
Maddy.
later with a better haircut.
Kory,
you need a
Woods,
haircut.
McKay on
You
Twitter.
look like hell. You need a haircut.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to the barber at 11.
Yeah, you got to get that lineup you always get.
Yeah.
All right.
11:30.
All right. All of you at home, have a good day.
Oh, okay, great. Champions League.